Hello everyone, welcome to this new lesson in the course. In this lesson, we are going to create this nice envelope illustration with a heart drawing that's beating on it. We will only use HTML and CSS to create both the envelope and the heart. So before going to our code editor, let's take a look at the envelope. You can see the envelope shape is just 4 borders. The left and right borders are a little bigger than the top and bottom ones. Also, the left and bottom borders have the same color, which is the darkest gray tone of the envelope, while the top border has the lightest gray tone, and the right one has a mid-tone. So creating the envelope will be very easy. Then after that, we will see how to create the heart. All right, now let's start. I will go here in my HTML, add a div, give it a class of card. Then inside it, I will add another div and give it a class of heart. And this is it for the HTML. Then I will go to my CSS to start drawing our shape. I will start by targeting the div with the class of card. And I will add width, 0, height, 0, because it doesn't have any width or height, it's just borders. Then I will add border top, 100 pixels, solid, and this light gray color. Then border right, 170, solid, and this darker gray. Then border bottom, 100 pixels, solid, and this gray color, which is the darkest of them all. And finally, border left, 170 pixels, solid, and the same darker gray color. All right, so now you can see we have these 4 borders, and with these colors and widths, they're giving us the exact shape of the card we're looking for. Now, let's learn how we can create the heart shape using CSS. I will target the div with the class of heart, and I will add width, 32 pixels, height, 32 pixels as well to get a square shape. Then I will add background color, this nice red color. So you can see we have just a red square sitting in our div, and is growing from the center point right here horizontally to the right and vertically to the bottom. So in order to center it, I will go back here and transform, translate, minus 50%, and minus 50%. Cool! So now you can see the red square is now perfectly centered. Now, we will see step by step how we can create the heart shape. We will use both the before and after pseudo elements for doing that. So I will go right here and add heart, colon before, and I will just make the content empty. Then I will add position, absolute, top, 0, left, 0 as well, then width, 100%, and height, 100%. Then I will add background color. Let's add blue for now. Good! Now you can see we just have the before pseudo element with the blue background color sitting on top of our div with the class of heart. So what we need to do now is we need to make the blue div move to the top by half of its height. So I will go back to my CSS, and inside the before pseudo element, I will add transform, translate y, minus 50%. So now you can see the blue div moves to the top a distance equal to half of its height. Great! Now I will copy all of that paste it again, and I will just change before to after. And I will change the blue background to, let's say, green. Now, this time, we want to move the after pseudo element to the left, not to the top. So I will just go right here and change translate Y to translate X. Now you can see it moved to the left a distance equal to half of its height. Good. Now I will go right here inside the div with the class of heart. And inside the transform declaration, I will add rotate. And I will rotate it by 45 degrees. So now you can see the div is rotated by 45 degrees, and both the before and after pseudo elements rotated with it. I think you are telling yourself that we are getting pretty close to the finished product here, and that is right. All we need to do now to get the heart shape is to go right here to the before pseudo element and add border radius 50%. Then I will do the same for the after. And now you can see we got the heart shape we want. Let's go back and change the background color for both of them to red as well. Okay, now we've got it. And we need to work on the animation to make this heart beat. Here is a slow demo of our animation so that we can see it better. I will reload the page, and you can see the heart stays in its place for a while. Then it scales up, then scales down a little, then scales up again, then scales down to its original size, stays that way for a while, and then repeats the same process infinitely. So let's see how we can create that. I will go to my CSS, create a new animation, and name it Heartbeat. Then at the beginning of the animation, at 0%, I will copy the transform property from the top and paste it here so that nothing would change. The heart will still be centered and rotated. Then I will add scale 1, because we want it to start at its original size. Then I will copy all of that and paste it again 5 times. And I will add some percent intervals. So I will add 25%, 30%, 50%, 70%, and 100%. Good. So at 25%, I will keep the scale the same. Because remember, the heart doesn't change for a while before the movement starts. So from 0% to 25% of the animation duration, I want the heart to stay static. Then at 30% of the animation duration, I will increase the scale to 1.4 times its original size so that the heart gets really big. Then at 50%, I will scale it down a little bit, so I will make it 1.2. And at 70%, I will scale it up again to 1.4. Then at 100%, I want to scale it down to its original size, of course, so I will leave it like that. Now, we need to add this animation to our div, so I will go up here and add animation, heartbeat, and the animation duration 1.4 seconds. Linear, and infinite, of course, because we want the animation to be repeated forever. And now you can see our heart is beating. It stays still for a while, then gets bigger, then a little smaller, then bigger again, then returns to its original size, and so on and so forth, and that is exactly the effect we want. And that's it, everyone. We've created this nice envelope or card with a nice heart on it.